Welcome back to the channel. Energy prices are rising and the net metering scheme will end on January 1st, 2027. This means solar panels alone won't always give you your power when you need it the most or the same savings you're used to, and that's where a home battery comes in. Today we have an Anker SOLIX Solarbank 3 Pro, expansion battery and a smart meter to unbox, set up and review. We start with the expansion battery, the E2700. And to give a full disclosure, Anker SOLIX sent the Solarbank to me for review. No money or other items have changed hands. I am allowed to give my full and honest opinion about this product. This expansion battery has been designed to seamlessly integrate with the Solarbank 2 and the Solarbank 3 series. It comes with a quick installation guide and some safety instructions, interlocking kit and a wall mount kit. And then we come to the device itself. The most important feature is that it's stackable and you can stack up to 5 expansion batteries, including the Solarbank 3 Pro. That will give a total of 16 kilowatt hours. Now we unpack the expansion battery. Let's take a look at the specifications. It has a capacity of 2.7 kilowatt hours, has an IP65 rating for indoor and outdoor use, and most important, a 10-year warranty. Now we get to the Solarbank 3 Pro, and this is not a small unit, it's 29.2 kilograms. Inside we find the quick installation guide, a wrench for removing PV connectors, a safety information manual and a 10-year warranty card. Then we get to the main unit itself, the Solarbank 3 Pro with a 2.7 kilowatt hour capacity. The item left in the box is a 3 meter AC cable. For people that want to know, the dimensions are approximately 25.5 by 46 by 28 centimeters. Okay, now that's unboxed, let's take a look at the specifications. 2.7 kilowatt hours, expandable to 16 kilowatt hours. We have an AC input of 1200 watt on a single device, which can be higher if you put multiple devices in parallel. 3600 watt of solar input, but only if you have the expansion battery. And the IP65 rating. And then we take a look at the quick installation guide. As far as I can see, it's plug and play. Since we read the quick installation guide, let's start stacking the units. First we start by removing the installation cap. If you want to use this unit standalone, you leave this in place. This ensures the IP65 rating. And below this cap, there's another insulation cap. Remove that too, otherwise it won't fit. And with all the caps removed, just place it on top of the expansion battery. And before I forget, there was also an insulation cap on the expansion battery. Now we are going to place the interlocking kit. And after the screws are tightened, it's time for a satisfying moment. That was less satisfying as expected, but let's move on to the smart meter. To efficiently use this Solarbank, you need this smart meter. You can use this smart meter to control the Solarbank 2 series and the 3 series. Inside we find the user guide, the smart meter itself. You can easily hook it up on the DIN rail. Then we have the current transformers, one for each phase. When installing these, please take a good look at the instruction manual. There is an arrow on these transformers and it should point to the grid and not, like most systems, to the home. And finally we find an extension antenna. Yes, this was more satisfying. A quick recap: smart meter with current transformers. An alternative, the P1 meter. When we want to install the smart meter, we found out there was no space for the installation. So I turned to Anker SOLIX and they sent me the P1 meter. The biggest benefit of the P1 meter over the smart meter is that you don't need a certified electrician to install it for you. So inside the box we find the P1 meter and an extension antenna. Now, installation of the smart meter, part 2. Pay close attention, this is the difficult part. Plug in the smart meter. Now we finished the hard work, let's install the app. After you download the app, open the app and give the app permission to find Bluetooth devices. And here we agree to the service agreement and the privacy statement. I will allow notifications and log in with my Anker account. When we press the plus symbol, it will look for Bluetooth devices and so we can add the P1 meter. Now press the button to confirm the connection. And select your Wi-Fi, fill in your Wi-Fi password, and then we're done. But as you can see, the device is offline. We will fix this later after we set up the solar bank. First we power it on and choose Add Device in the app. When the device is found, we'll tap it and add it. The Wi-Fi is already known, so we tap it and that's it. Now we're doing the extra settings and the firmware update. After the firmware update is finished, it's gonna initialize and we're gonna give the system a name. I'm going to continue the setup in smart mode and then it's done. Now it's time to plug in the solar bank. As you can see, the solar bank is working and it's discharging with 200 watts. But it doesn't see the P1 meter yet, so we have to delete it and add it to the house. So go to the settings icon and then manage devices. Press the plus symbol to add a device and select the P1 meter. Press the button to confirm connection and Wi-Fi credentials are already known. Now we succeeded again, but this time we can select it and add it to the house. And now you can see an extra image on the map, so the battery is delivering 200 watt to the grid. And that is because we are in custom mode. So let's change this to smart mode. To enable this we have to meet a few conditions. The first one, add a smart meter, check. Second one, allow Anker to collect your power usage data, check. Third, allow Anker to know your location. Check. We are not touching the electricity rates right now. And in the smart scheduling settings, you can add a smart plug to get even more control over how energy is used. After we return, we get the message we successfully enabled smart motors, but the study hasn't finished yet. So we have to continue training. It tells us 7 days, but it is 24 hours. When we return to the home screen, we get a message my solar panels has been found, as you can see in this image. And now when the app is training itself, I'll show you some neat features of the device. First of all, the emergency power supply that can deliver up to 1200 watt. Second, the 4 independent MPPT channels where you can hook up your solar panels to get to the 3600 watts of solar input. For the users without an existing PV system, there are do-it-yourself balcony solar kits available you can hook up without the need for an electrician. It's a quick overview of my power usage in one day, device discharge, and the power I take from the grid. Now we get to one of the most important questions of them all. What is the payback period? I made a simple calculation, as you can see on screen now. Do keep in mind that my calculations are based on full sun every day and depend on numerous factors. And the calculation can change when the netting plans take effect on January 1st, 2027. Then it's now time to give my personal opinion. First, the pros. I love the design, the user-friendly app, you can expand the capacity real easy, and the solar panels can be connected directly. And yes, there are some cons too. The AI function is not fully utilized. When switching to emergency power, there's a short interruption, so do not connect your NAS. The smart meter needs a certified professional to install, but luckily we have the alternatives like the P1 meter or a smart plug that can do the same. Overall, I'm very satisfied, and that concludes the video for now. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. You would really help my channel out. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next.